right. Let's see. Uh, mm, Sound out. You got Maggie. All right. Uh, all right. Yeah, we're not doing any super chat, guys. I don't have that kind of pull. All right. Miles, are you able to hear me okay? I know you had problems earlier today. All right. I got decent. He says you're good. All right. So, guys, hopefully you can hear what's going on. I'm assuming that everybody is good. Uh, yeah, Ben says subscribe so he can get monetized so we can all go do a donation. All right. Well, guys, just touching base with you. I hope you have enjoyed some of your time off. I'm sorry that the things are going on. Um, but just letting you know, me and my family, we're doing well. I'm hoping that you guys are too. Just kind of touching base with you. This is more of a test stream than anything. I'm not even trying to do anything fancy right now. I do know that I would hope, I'm planning on trying to use a live stream to answer some of your questions, like in Schoology. So I'm kind of looking at Schoology right now, pulling it up. Doesn't look like anybody has any math questions for me right now. So I'm going to look at chat. Do y'all have any questions y'all would like me to answer from chat? Rotten Tomatoes, are these streams daily? As of now, no, they will not be daily. I'm not sure how I'm going to do a schedule on this. I do know I'm going to at least try to do this once a week once we get started back in school. And if I see that we might need to do it more, I will. So just kind of touching on that. 2 plus 2 is 5, depending on where you're from. Let's see. Something about crickets. Thank you, Maggie. Can I get into 7? Oh, can I get unit 7? Okay. So decent, and as for everybody else, so as you already aware, these past 2 weeks that we've been out has been more like a kind of think of like a teacher work day for the past 2 weeks. We're trying to get things scheduled. We are not going into any grading until this coming week. I will post stuff into Unit 7 probably next week, okay, decent? So don't worry about that. As for the actual packets that we did in school, I am not planning to give those packets out just because of trying to get that to you. I am working on an alternate way of doing some things. So if you've been working through Khan already, and you should be okay. I'll give you some more updates on things on Monday. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Anybody else? So guys, the one thing I am going to say about these streams is a bit off topic, but when does the kid do? I don't know. Truthfully, the one thing that I can say is that we're wanting that first draft. You're going to be turning it into your homeroom teachers. We do want that by this Friday, so try to get that done. As for the final draft, being the other teachers, we're going to have to touch base with one another and get that organized. I do believe Elliot had asked me earlier. I don't know if Elliot's here at this moment in time, but he asked me about whether we're going to be getting suggestions according to Kids Fest. Yes, we are going to look at your topics and things and provide suggestions. Some of you probably already received that now. Charlie T, I'm about to move on to Math 3. Any suggestions before I pull out my hair in frustration? So I tell you what on that one, Charlie, I don't have an answer for you. We're going to have to talk to Miss Lewis directly on that one, my wife. I have no answer for you. Just if you're going to pull out your hair, at least make sure that it's really long and you got a good grip. Okay. So, oh, Charlie was wanting to know about any suggestions that you might need about moving into Math 3. Anything?
Did he get my message that I sent him in Schoology last week? It was.
All right. So she said she sent you a message on that, Charlie. So she'll contact you. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just waiting. Anybody else? Okay. Charlie said he got it. All right. Okay. Just keep in contact with her, okay?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with Math 3 than Math 2, so I can answer his questions pretty easy.
All right, will do.
I don't know if you heard me.
I don't know whether you heard her or not. She said she's pretty comfortable in Math 3, so she'll have no problem answering. Maggie says her foot went numb. Congratulations, I guess, are in order. Rotten Tomatoes wants to know if chat's lagging, if stream is lagging.
It might be.
We all love food. Okay. Nice. All right. Hey, Caden, didn't even see you there. I am going to be keeping these recordings, so we will have them. One of the things that might be the stream is a little lagging, maybe because of my end. All right. Hey, Justin. Okay. Let me see. Sorry, checking my email, seeing if anybody's tried to contact me. I will say this, just this announcement, adding to it, beginning on Monday, March 30th, we will officially be starting our period of remote learning. It's at that time we will resume any assigned grades for your work. And we're currently working on establish those procedures for remote learning. So we are working towards those goals. Okay, guys? All right. So in the meantime, I'm assuming that if there's anyone else here have any questions, because like I said, this is a test and just kind of a Q&A session. What is going to happen to the unit test? All right, so I have been racking my brain on that one as well because the unit test was paper. However, due to the events and everything like that, I'm probably going to have I'm probably doing unit test online. I'm tinkering around with a couple ideas. I will have that finalized and I will be announcing those things on Monday, probably either through a mail or even a video, okay? So I am working on the unit test. More than likely, I'm leaning to the unit test have to be done through Khan Academy right now instead of doing a paper test. What are the Google Classroom codes if you have them? I do not have those. Google Classroom is kind of going to be dependent upon the level. I do know that some of the lower levels are doing Google Classroom. Our level, we're looking at various options and trying to keep things different. What's happening with Khan right now? What do we have to do with that? Justin asked. So in Khan Academy, what we're going to do is we're going to pick up from 2 weeks ago. So I've already kind of started setting the schedule in there. And some of you who are already ahead, great, no problem. But I am going to set that schedule in Schoology, and I will give you those schedules on Monday. Hey, Ami. Are lessons packets going to be online? As of right now, Ben, I am probably going to stay away from the lesson packets. I have not officially made a decision. I will make a decision by Monday. just because of the nature of how we're having to do our learning right at the moment. Let's see. Man, any other things? So I also know some questions have been brought up about the end of year field trip. I would actually reference you to the school's webpage. Actually, I will put a link in the down layer after this video about where you can go and ask the questions that are for administration. Okay. Are there Google Classrooms? That's from Ami. I do know that some of the lower grades are working towards that. I do not know how Google Classroom is going to be set up for everybody. Again, you're going to have some of that information will be, let me rephrase that question. Information regarding to those classroom settings and procedures will be sent out on Monday. Okay. Anything else, guys? As of now, that's Justin, that is the date that I am assuming too. However, I want to refer you again to the COVID-19 page. If you do not know about it, I'm going to put a link in the down there here soon at the end of this stream. That way you can ask those questions directly to administration. In regards to that, we will be following state and local laws. Still not math, but is Kids Fest going to be canceled or moved until a later date? I'm going to do the same statement on that. We're going to continue working towards our Kids Fest and as if it would be. However, we will be following state and local laws. Again, I'll refer you back to the COVID-19 page. Let's see. I'm actually I'll see if I can put that in chat right now, actually, if I have it. All right, the link I just put in the chat, that right there is to the schools page. There is a Q&A question there that you and your parents can go view. Some of your questions that you're asking can be, the administration has already answered some of those things. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. If we don't do the lesson packets, will the units test be changed? Because I know some questions from those will be in the test. In regards to that, yes, I will take care of that. Don't worry. I'm going to help people out on that part. Okay. So like I said, what I'm currently leaning towards is probably having your test through Khan Academy. So the questions that you will receive will be the questions that you have seen through Khan. Thank you, Justin, putting the CDC doc up. Have I missed anybody else's questions? I'm trying to catch everybody. I'm also looking at my email, seeing anything pops up. This is for Charlie. I believe if you're still on, I believe what we're going to try to do for Mrs. Lewis, she may end up setting something up very similar to this. I will let you know if we're going to do that, if we're all going to try to do that. Decent ask, are we good to keep moving up in con? Yes, you are. So there are some of you who have already moved on through Unit 7. And again, wait till Monday to get we'll get the grading out on that. There are also some people who have moved on to new units. I've actually been in communication with you. So for instance, if I have a 7th grader who's finished all the 7th grade material, I will work with you guys and we'll get you into 8th grade material. And then if I have 8th graders who are ready to move into Math 1 material, we will do that as well. And we'll make sure that we get that fixed out into your grading. So yes, Deason, you are good to keep moving. Just keep an eye out on information by Monday. Let's see, Charlie T, what about the merch you promised us when you hit 100 subs? I did not promise you. I said I promised I would ask, and I did. And it was something that we thought as a school was not the best in our interest. What does COVID-19 stand for? COVID-19 is actually the name of this branch of coronavirus. So you've heard the coronavirus. Well, COVID-19 is basically its side name or surname, if you want to call it like that. Let's see. Okay, thanks, Jacob. So that's interesting. What he has there. Is that true, Jacob? Okay, I have to check into that. I just know that COVID-19 was is the code name for this branch of coronavirus. Ben says he would wear a shirt that has my face on it. Not much I can say to that one. I see Justin saying no to something, and I've missed what he's saying no to. Okay. All right. Well, guys, it looks like my questions are kind of slowing down. Okay, Deason's pulling up the COVID-19. Okay, yes, there you go. So the CO stands for corona, VI is for virus, D is for disease. Formerly, this disease was referred to as the 2019 novel coronavirus, and then it was shortened to the 2019 NCOV or NCOV. So basically, it's just different types. All right. Let's see. Caden says, so just to make sure I've got it, we can redo the test and the paper test when it is posted. So Caden, in regards to the testing and everything like that, I am still tweaking it, okay? I will have that ironed out by Monday of how we're going to do testing and retesting. Hey, Miles, your question, although I understand the reason, I would ask that we not talk about that on this site, even if you do know, just for privacy reasons. I would not want to share that information with anybody. So I would ask that those of you, if you do know somebody who may have that, please refrain from spreading that information because that is not your information to spread. All right. So what I'm getting ready to do, wait a minute. All right, it's more about the name. Okay, thanks, Jacob. What I'm about to do right now is I'm actually going to end this little stream. Like I said, this was more of a test run just to touch base with everybody, say, hey, I'm glad that y'all come by and said hey to me. Well, I do plan to do a live stream again. Probably I may end up doing a real one again on next week, either Monday or Tuesday. I will send that email out to kind of just touch base with everybody. I will ask this of you guys, especially those of you who kind of pay attention to YouTube. When you get that email from me, I would like you to make sure that your friends get a hold of it to make sure we get as many people into chat that day as possible so we can try to answer as many questions as we can. All right? All right, guys. Well, I'm getting ready to sign out. And like I said, keep safe out there. We're going to be fine. Please go to that COVID-19 page I left in the chat. I'll put another thing in the download if you have some questions. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.